Hi kids and everyone joining us. Barry and I are super excited to see what new adventure Bimbo and Topsy are up to. So now we're on the 16th chapter and it's called The Moon in the Pail. Do you know what a pail is? A pail is like a bucket. So it's cylindrical, it holds liquids, sometimes even solids, and it has a handle so you can carry it around with you. Let's get started. One night, the moon was full. It hung in the sky like a great white globe and shone marvelously. The four animals were astonished at it. "I wonder who hung that lamp in the sky tonight," said Bobs. "It's lighting up the whole garden. It's wonderful. I like it." "Do you see how it sails in and out of the clouds?" said Cozy. "I'd like to do that. It would be fun." Wow, imagine yourself up in the clouds at night watching the moon. "I wish I had the moon for my own," said Topsy. "I would like such a lovely thing to play with. I would roll it down the garden path and it would give me a light wherever it went." "Oh, I do wish I had it." Topsy's got a good idea. You could get light if you're playing with the moon. "I'll get it for you," grinned Bimbo. "What will you give me if I do?" "I'll give you the big bone that the butcher boy threw me this morning," said Topsy, after she had thought for a while. "That's what I'll give you. I've hidden it away and nobody knows where it is. But I'll give it to you if you really will get me the moon to play with." Wow, that's awfully sweet of Topsy to offer something that he cherishes if Bimbo gets him the moon. "Right," said Bimbo and ran off. He came to where the cook had stood an empty pail outside the kitchen door. He dragged it to the garden tap and filled the pail full of water. I wonder what Bimbo's up to. The reflection of the bright moon shone in the pail of water. It looked lovely there, round and bright, just like the moon in the sky. Bimbo waited until the water was quite still and the moon shone there, round and beautiful. Then he ran off to find Topsy. "Topsy," he mewed, "I've got the moon for you. Come and see." "Oh, where?" cried Topsy in delight and ran off with Bimbo to the pail. "Look, in my pail of water," said Bimbo. "Do you see the moon there? Well, you can have it." "Yes, it's really there," said Topsy, looking at the reflection of the bright moon there. It really did look exactly as if the moon had fallen in the pail. "Oh, Bimbo, how good and clever you are to get me the moon, as I asked. But why did you put it in a pail of water?" "Well, it might have got out of it if it hadn't got water over it," said Bimbo at once. "Now, Topsy, remember your promise? Where's that big bone you hid away?" "I'll show you," said Topsy, and she took Bimbo to where the yew hedge grew. A yew is like a coniferous tree, so it has berries, and that's the kind of fruit that you'll find on a yew hedge. She dug about a little and sniffed. Then she began to scrabble for all she was worth. And at last, up came the great big juicy bone that the butcher boy had given to Topsy, all for herself. It was rather dirty, but Bimbo didn't mind that. He took it in his mouth and ran off. "You go and play with your moon," said Bimbo with a laugh. So off Topsy went to the pail of water. The moon still swam there, round and bright. Topsy sat down and looked into the water. "Come on out, moon," she said. "I want to play with you. Come out and I will roll you down the path like a big shining ball. And every little mouse and hedgehog, every beetle and worm will come out to watch you rolling by. That would be an awesome sight, right? To see a moon rolling down. But the moon didn't come out. It stayed in the pail and shone there silvery bright. Do come out, begged Topsy. Please do. It must be so horrid and cold there in the water, and so wet too. That's the horrid thing about water. It's always so wet. If it was dry, it would be much nicer to bathe in. Well, what's the point of having dry water, right? The moon shone there, but it didn't come out. Topsy grew angry. Do you want me to put my nose in the water and get you out? She barked. You won't like that. I might nip you with my teeth, Moon. Come along out too. But the moon didn't. Topsy sat and looked at it with her head on one side. Well, I shall put it in my nose then, she said, and I shall get hold of you. So look out. She put her nose into the water and tried to get hold of the moon. But of course, the moon wasn't really there. So all that poor Topsy got was a mouthful of water that made her choke and cough. She was very angry. Yes, Topsy must have been a little surprised to see that all you get if you try to fetch the moon in the pail of water was just water. So where was the moon? Do you know what I'm going to do? She woofed. I'm going to tip the pail over. Then the water will run out and away, and you will find yourself on the ground for me to play with. Topsy is kind of smart that way, huh? Let's see if it works. So Topsy tipped over the pail and out went the water with a gurgling noise all over the ground. Topsy waited to jump on the moon, but what a peculiar thing! No moon came out of the pail. Where was the moon then? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? howled Topsy, scraping about the ground as if she thought the moon was stuck there. She was in the water and the water's out, but the moon isn't. Whatever is the matter? Said Bobs, wandering up. What are you doing dancing around that empty pail, Topsy? Have you suddenly gone mad? No, said Topsy, but a very sad thing has happened. Bimbo got the moon and put her into a pail of water for me. I tipped the pail to get the moon out, but somehow she slipped away and gone. I can't find her. Well, I know where she's gone, said Bobs with a sudden giggle. Where? Said Topsy in surprise. Back to the sky. Look, said Bobs. And when Topsy looked up into the sky, sure enough, there was the bright moon sailing along between the clouds as quickly as ever. Well, to think that she jumped back there so quickly, said Topsy in a surprise. Bimbo, Bimbo, give me back my bowl. The moon's got out of the pail and it's gone back to the sky. But Bimbo was nowhere to be found. Neither was the bowl. I'm not at all surprised. Are you? This was a complete prank that Bimbo played on Topsy. I'm sure you guys also play pranks and tricks on your friends. Tell me about some of your fun tricks and pranks. I'll see you with the next chapter soon.